Assalamu alaikum everyone, I am Fatima Khaleel and today in the numerical seminar I'm going to explain the limits for you. I hope you're going to understand it all. So what is the limit? Limit is a boundary or a point where something ends or the maximum amount allowed. Or we can define it as the values that a function approaches the output for the given input values. When we use the limit, we use limit when we cannot clearly order a number to express something, but by adding more and more numbers, we get closer and closer to a certain number. That is when we say that we are approaching a limit. So we're going to understand limit by taking this simple example. We're going to make x equal to 3, 3 plus 2 equal to 5, y equal to 5. Let's do it on the graph. We see is the value of x gets closer and closer to 3. When it's getting closer from the left and closer from the right, we notice the y value getting closer and closer to 5. So the limit here in this equation, the limit is equal to 5. Here we have more examples. We're going to solve this equation. I'm going to make x value equals to 2. X equal to 2. So y equal 2 power 2 equal to 4. So the limit here is 4. So let's make it now on the graph. When the x value getting closer from left to 2 and closer from the right, we notice that the y value is getting closer and closer to 4. Pay attention on this value when they approach. Pay attention on it. It's getting closer and closer from 4. And here this is the same. When the x value getting closer from 3 from the left and from the right, the y value is getting closer to 5. A function may approach two different limits, one where the variable approaches its limit through values larger than the limit, and the other where the variables approach its limit through values smaller than the limit. In such a case, the limit is not defined. The limit here will not be defined, but the right and left hand limits exist. When the limit x getting near a, f x a, when we have the a plus, values of f near x to the right of a, this value is said to be the right hand limit. When the limit x getting near to the left of a, here the a minus, this value is called the left hand limit. So when we have a plus, we called it right hand limit, and a minus, we called it left hand limit. So the limit of a function exists when we get the function exists if only the left hand limit is equal to the right hand limit. Do it on the graph. When the x value getting closer from the left, y equals 1. And when the x value getting closer from the right, the y value getting closer to 2. So here the y value equals 1 and here equals 2. So the limit here is not the same. So we don't have a limit. This equation is just the same. When the x value getting close from the left, y getting closer from 2. And when it's getting closer from the right, y equals 1. So the limit here is just different. We can write it like this. When the x getting from right, y equals 1. And when it's getting close from the left, y equals 2. Here we're gonna solve the equation when x getting close to 3. When we're gonna solve it, it's gonna equal 0 above 0. So in this case we cannot give x the value of 3. We're gonna solve this equation mathematically. The limits will gonna be 5. And here is the same. We should save it using this rule. After solving the equation, the answer, the limit will gonna be 2. This is the end of the limits seminar. Take care.